Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Road to 100 Million on Farming Simulator. This is Kylora Farm, and we are going to recap year 3 today. So we're at December year 3, and it's time to take you guys on a journey. So I'm going to go around in our little truck that we have here, and we're going to see if we can do it in first person mode as I'm driving very dangerously around the farm. And let's see what we've achieved this year. So I think it's only fitting to start off down at this area. Now this is the last thing that we did last episode, and you guys will forgive me for I tried to get all the bales stacked neatly. Now I have managed to achieve that. I'm glad that car stopped very quickly after I got out of it. So all the bales are, not the hay bales, but the silage bales are nice and neatly stacked. But we can start with this area. We've got 2 nice sheds to store everything in. We've got the hay shed there. Well, this is actually the hay shed, but the bale shed and then the equipment shed. So yes, this probably still gets rained on, but for the purposes of the farm, it achieves what I need it to achieve. So we're storing everything under here, which is pretty cool. And we've got this nice plated area out the front, and we've combined our 2 animal areas. So we, if you guys missed it last episode, we moved the chicken coop from up there down to here, and they actually do have a coop now. So I'm keen to actually see, now I know this wasn't part of the plan, but I'm keen to see how much wheat these guys consume. So it was at 5,455 litres last time, and now it's 4,221. So let me write this down really quickly as I get nice and close to the mic. 5,455, and it's now on 4,221. So that's well over 1,200 litres it looks like. For 368 chickens and 2 roosters. I guess the roosters need to eat as well, but yeah, all well and good. We're probably going to run short of food, so I'm going to have to sort something out for those guys in the long run. But we do have one little, a bit scary thinking that that's the rooster and these are all the little chicks. But hey, we've got our first set of eggs as well, 102 pieces here. Which is pretty nifty. So yeah, we moved these guys last episode. Obviously, this year we also... Did we get the sawmill this year? I think we did. Well, that was last year, but it's been put to use this year at least. And it's got a couple of pallets of wooden beams and probably another one to spawn as well, so we can sell them soon. We've got a bunch of goat milk. This is fantastic. We've got 3,000 litres here and 97 litres there. And these guys actually need some water, so I would need to make sure to give them some. We'll go and do that in a sec. And then also we combined this field into one nice big field, and it's got a yield of 95% as well, which is pretty cool. So we're doing well. We're doing well. That's down here. Obviously we did a bunch of work throughout the year on all the rest of the farm as well, and I'll take you guys through the numbers shortly, but it's important to sort of say what we achieved first, and I think that area there is definitely the biggest improvement that we've had to the farm. So hopefully also the most profitable, especially now that we've got the goats and the chickens up and running, and they should start to produce us a lot more cash in the future. Now, we haven't forgotten about this area of the farm either. We also have a road trip. Cool, I just got an achievement. That thing wouldn't have fit onto the street anyway. Excellent. I'll need to borrow this Bowser in a sec, but we also have here a big canola field. Now we've got the other one down there, which I forgot to mention, but this is the big one. So we've got 2 canola fields that are all going to be a 100% yield bonus because of our hard work throughout the year, which is a pretty good accomplishment. So I'm happy to say that those are coming our way when we eventually get the harvest for them. And obviously we've still got our 2 warehouses. They're not new. And I've got some eggs over here. 7 eggs. Right. 7 eggs and a hay bale. And I need to move this down to the other side as well, but yeah, my plans are for this area, hopefully we'll be able to buy some adjacent fields and maybe turn those fields into a warehouse area. I wouldn't mind actually expanding some warehouse productions, because the minute we plop them down, that's us sorted basically. Like the minute we plop them down, they're going to stay there and produce us money. Let me just move this guy out of the way, because obviously the plow needs to turn around and it's been stuck here for a little while. So we're just getting some contract workers up and about. So let's get jumped back in the truck. So yeah, that's our accomplishments. Now we did also, I glossed over it, but we also purchased a bunch of new equipment. So let's take you guys through the numbers now. Now obviously this thing only does 5 months at a time, but I've written down some statistics over the course of the year. So This year we spent quite a lot of cash. So we took out 2 sets of loans and we bought new vehicles. So the first new set of vehicles was 27k, then 160k, which puts us at 187k, and then we spent $91,500. So 270,000, give or take, a little bit more than that as well. But that's a crazy amount of money. 77,000. Which is crazy for new vehicles. So that was this top statistic there. So we've repaid those loans. Obviously, we've still got 110 to go, but that's quite a lot of money that we've spent. Obviously, to get all that, we did the construction of the 2 sheds. We also did the purchase of all the materials that we needed for the... Oh, I'm actually in the coop. Very cool. Also purchased all of these equipments and all the stuff that we needed. So basically this area was all that money that we spent. But we also got a lot of cash. So at the start of the year I said we wanted to make 500k. Last year we made 385. So as long as it's an improvement on that, it's going to be good. And I am glad to say that we've managed it. So last year was 385k and we've managed more this year. So our contract income amounted to $426,000 over the year. Now we could possibly, if we get an $80,000 month in December, we could probably make that 500. But that wasn't quite what we needed to get $500,000. But we were aided with the sale products. So obviously we're selling our produce, we're selling our eggs, we're selling wood. I've sort of grouped those sorts of things together, and they came out to 95k for the year. So all up. Oh, sorry, I've lied to you guys. All up, we're just short. We're 426k for the entire year. I thought it was for contract income. The contract income was 332. So we have improved. We're up about 50k, and I dare say that we are probably going to be set for a better year next year, especially now that I've moved the 2 things that were here. So yeah, I think we're setting ourselves up for success. Now, what are we going to do this next year? Well, first thing I'd like to do is start investing in more productions. We need to have an oil mill so that we can make use of that canola. And then alongside the oil mill, I would like to maybe start producing probably potatoes, I think. Where am I looking here? Potato processing plant. Yeah, because we can start producing potato chips. And yeah, we could also maybe get some sunflowers so that we can have 2 sets of oils to be able to produce them, and we can start selling the potato chips, because I think that's a very profitable activity. If I go down here, potato chips, 2,700 per, I guess, 1,000 liters. It's weird to measure chips in liters, but it is what it is. So we've got a lot of potential there with stuff to do. But yeah, that's the plan. Thank you guys for all your support on the series so far. I've been reading the comments, and you guys have generally been agreeing in the direction that I'm going to take the farm, so that's good. We're aligned, we're on the same page, and I think we could have a nice, bright future on Kylora Farm. Remember, we do want to get close to that $100 million mark, but we're so far away from it now. We just don't have the earning potential, but we will. We soon will. And I think we'll be able to progress a little bit faster through the years. Obviously, at the start, it took me a bit of time to get used to the game, a bit of time to get used to all the mechanics and all that, but I feel fairly confident in that now. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but there are lots of things that Ooh, let's not capsize this boat. There are lots of things that I now understand a bit better, so I'm keen to be able to fast forward through the months, and I'm potentially thinking, I did mention this last time, just 3 or 4 episodes a year, and that way we can really start churning through the series and yeah, getting on with some of the content, because obviously it's going to take us a little while to start producing millions. So at the same time, I wouldn't mind having a bit of a race. I guess I am just racing myself, but seeing how fast I can complete the challenge, that'd be nice. But yeah, that's always something to consider for the future. So for now, I'll leave you guys here, and as I crash into a tree that I didn't even see, I guess if I was first person I would have seen that, but I feel like this car would have knocked over that tree in real life. I'm going to leave you guys, and we'll go find some contracts, and I will be back so that we can start making some money and possibly stacking I think this would probably be a joint sort of monthly episode. I wouldn't mind going through to January and starting to sell some of the warehouse produce as well, because my aim is to either use that money to buy cows if we have enough, or to repay the loan and then get another loan to be able to afford cows, because I want to get water buffaloes and I want to start growing them now. They're going to take, I think, 18 months to start producing. And as soon as we get them, that's when we can then look to get a dairy in the future as well. So probably better to start off with having the water buffaloes ready to go, so that we can move them on to the dairy and the milking parlour, I guess, when the time is right. But yeah, that's it for this section. I'll be back in a moment in January. Okay, well, there's not that many contracts that we can do, seeing as it is December, but one very tedious task that I haven't been looking forward to doing is getting all of these produce pallets, I guess, stacked up. So you can see I've got the front loader attachment on, I've got the wooden planks and the wooden beams, but it's time to get some lettuce, some strawberries, and what's the other one? Tomatoes? I think. Tomatoes? And this is my least favorite task of everything. So, and partly because I absolutely suck at it. As you guys can see, I can't even pick one up. So, what we'll do is you guys can struggle along with me, but I'm not going to put you through it all. I'll just do a little time lapse. And if you guys feel like skipping the time lapse, then please feel free to. I absolutely have no qualms about that. Because, yeah, this isn't probably the most organised placement of lettuce and other produce pallets that you guys will see today, but it's worth doing, in my opinion, because otherwise if I leave it till January, then I can't do any of the plowing contracts. So I've got two. There's field 27 that we've got, and probably field 58 that I'll do as well. So I may as well do all these now while that's going on in the background. So I will be back with you guys at the end of this little time lapse. Hopefully it'll be in January, and let's make a bet exactly how many times I'm going to fail to put some produce on here. I guarantee I'll knock over the tractor, or I don't know, tip over a barrel or something. I'll do it at least 3 times. I reckon 3 fails in the next little time lapse to come. But yeah, enjoy the music. I'll catch you guys in a moment.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going, the flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way of knowing, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile September. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. Dancing through the last days of September.
Alrighty, so first things first, when there's a new year, you guys know what we like to do is change outfits for the year. So we are, should we get a haircut? Well, maybe we should, but let's just start with the outfit. We will go with, for this year, what shall we do? Or get some branded ones? Klaus, Strauss? Or could go the classic John Deere look, but I kind of like the Volvo look, to be honest. Oh, the Voucher. The Voucher looks quite cool. Massey Ferguson's quite cool. Maybe we go with the Massey or the Voucher. Oh, let's go with the Voucher. We'll go Voucher. All right. This is the new look for the year. I won't bother. Oh, maybe we have a nice change of shoes. It's winter time, so maybe we put some wellies on. Why not? What color wellies? I hear you guys ask. Well, obviously gonna have to go for the darkest ones. Nice. All right, we've got our new look. Let's just see. Yeah, Voucher on the back. Not bad. We don't own a Voucher. We're just a Voucher fanboy, so that's fine. All right. First things first. Through December, I did a lot of work trying to get some money. So, what's this guy doing? Hang on. Good. AI worker are really enjoying themselves in this instance. Let me just take over from these guys. You have to lift that up, mate. And then go all the way down. Actually, is there any contracts I can make this guy do? A deadwood, a rock removal? Nah, nothing. Alright, let's see if... I don't know if he'll even fit through the little lane here, but let's see if I can get him down, not to the first farm, but to this farm. And I'll stop him a little bit short so he doesn't run into any of our crops. Alright, let's drop this off because it is January. Now, I did forget in December, I did forget to sell some of the... How do I check this? Some of the grains here. So we do have 9,000 litres of canola and 1,200 of oat, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth keeping or not. Now, these guys do eat wheat, barley, and sorghum, so probably not worth keeping the oats. The oats are for different sets of animals that we don't have yet. Goats don't eat oats either. They eat grass and hay. We've got plenty of that. And they've got plenty of water, lots of goat's milk, so that's all fine. Actually, we could probably sell the goat's milk. Where does the goat's milk go? Goat milk. Highest prices now in January. Perfect. All right, so we'll sell the goat milk as well at the dairy. That's all to look forward to. But for now, let's sell all of this. Now, we do have... Oh, there's a few more here. Oh, there's a few more. Actually, okay. Pause. Wait, no, I hit caps lock. I need to tab. Hello, sir. Let me borrow you. We are just going to cut straight through here. And we'll go around the soccer pitch and go and pick up the rest of the warehouse produce, greenhouse produce, so that we can sell it all today. Now, I don't know exactly how much money we're going to make from it all, but it did take me a long time to load it up, so I'm looking forward to getting the reward for that. And this should be the most money that we've ever really made from the warehouse stuff. Now, it's a good way to start the year. However, we do still have a loan of 110, so I'm going to repay. I'll repay 10, so it's just 100k for now. And we'll decide what to do with the money, because we've got a lot sitting in there. And if we decide to sell the canola as well, for example, or we could start investing in the canola oil right away and hope that the 9,000 litres we have will take us over until we get this canola field and the other canola field taken care of. So all things to consider. But for now, let's go picking up these last two. Now, you're in the way, buddy. You're right in the way. Let me get you up here alongside the warehouses. I keep calling them warehouses. I've been playing a lot of Civ 7 at the minute, so used to calling everything a warehouse or a greenhouse instead of a greenhouse. But let's get these loaded up, and yeah, we'll see what to do. Now, I am thinking whether it's time to get the oil mill early. Now, I know it probably seems a bit silly, but we already have all those canola liters sitting in the silo. So I could sell them now. It's not like, we'd still get a decent price. Yes, the best price was in December, but it's still just January. So we could get a little bit of influx of cash. Or we could potentially sit on them and start making some oil right away. And then, I don't know, actually, when is the best price for canola oil? I should have probably investigated this, but the best price is November. So we could invest it and then sell it all in November for next time as well. That's a possibility. And not one that I'd be adverse to, because it just means that, we already have that in assets. So, as in, we're not losing anything. We're just waiting for a bigger payday. So, why not? If we can accept a bigger payday later down the line, probably worth doing. Let's see if I can carefully maneuver this. Look at the concentration. I don't know if you guys can hear the concentration in my voice, but I've had to go slow to get these loaded up. It only says 1,000 liters of lettuce, but it is definitely 2. Let's not tip it over. Where does this go? Down here? I've chucked the eggs on here as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Go over a little bit more. There we go. I'd like to now get off. Yeah, there you go. Brilliant. It's definitely not dangerous at all. And then let's get these other 2 loaded up. I've got everything on there. I've got wooden beams. I've got all of that stuff ready to go. We are going to take the Challenger to pull that because I think it's going to be too heavy for the John Deere. And it's not like we need the front loader to unload them, so may as well make the most of it and use our bigger tractor. Just going to go one at a time here because I don't think that these lift up high enough. Yeah, this is actually as high as it goes. Is that high enough? Just about. Just about. Let's see if that works. Just stay there. Yep, great. In the early January sun, we're absolutely doing some work here. Sorry if this isn't the most riveting content, but it is probably worth getting these loaded up at the last possible moment. And then last one here. Come on. It's always glitchy and buggy when I go to get it. Let's see. Come on, come on. Oh, there is actually a little space at the front that I didn't notice, but hopefully this works. Yep, that's fine. Luckily in this game, you don't have to actually make sure your produce gets there on time. So, or in one piece, I should say. Let's leave this tractor here. Switch to this bad boy, and I'm very much looking forward to going to sell these. So let's check the best price for everything. I'm imagining it's the supermarket though. Ooh, don't hit the side there. Come on. Oh, what have I done? Yes. All right. So we have 7 eggs. That's a money maker. 2,000 long planks. We have some wooden beams on there too that aren't being counted. 9,000 tomatoes, 9,000 strawberries, and 18,000 lettuce. We are in for a large amount of money for the year. Let's see. It is worth now currently 2,044 at Eringrat, but we're not going there. So we're going to the farmer's market. Or the supermarket is closer, but let's go to the farmer's market. Because I'm sure the farmer's market takes the wooden beams too. Actually, I know where it is, so I don't have to tag it. But whatever, we'll leave it on. All right, let's go. So I'm very excited to make some cash here. This will be, a good investment. And with it, we could decide the next step for the farm. I think I'm leaning towards maybe half-half, maybe repaying the loan with all the contract money I just got as well for the year. We should be able to repay at least half the loan. So we could repay half the loan and then spend the other 50,000 on investing maybe in an oil mill and putting it near the current silo so that we can start. Oh, excuse me, sir. No. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I just killed someone on camera. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm also going the wrong way, but whatever. Sorry, sir. I promise I don't do that in real life. But I'm leaning towards splitting it half-half, and then we can invest half of our money back into the farm and invest half of money into repaying the loan, and that way we reduce the loan interest, but get a little bit of cash to look forward to spending and starting off the new year. It's always nice. It is, after all, the 4th year that we've been a farm, as we just make it under the bridge. It's pretty hairy though, and our precariously stacked goods are so tightly wrapped with the straps that we don't have to worry about it. I wonder if that straw bale will actually sell. Haven't thought about it, but it could definitely just float off the edge. We're definitely one strap short, but that's okay. All right, guesses. I'm gonna guess. I don't know, 2,000. I'm gonna guess Oh, no, 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 no. Very interesting. Perfect condition. There is absolutely no accidents to be had. And this is the freshest, yummiest lettuce and strawberry and tomato that anyone's ever tasted. Let's see. Sold the bale. Oh no. Do I have to go back into here? I thought it was this. Oh, maybe we just turn around here and do a UE. Hang on. Anticlimactic. Let's not spin again. We're going at 9 miles an hour, 9 kilometers an hour, so surely we can't. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, here it is. Here it is as we go in here. Hopefully one big go. Press L. Done, done. It all disappeared. 65,000. Awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is so good. Okay. We can do a lot with that. We can do a lot with that. And I think, seeing as we're just over the amount that we need to repay the loan, I'm just going to stop in and fill my... I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I always forget to do this. So I'll just stop in and fill this up. Let's see what the oats would sell for. We've got 1,000 litres. Is it even worth selling them? Probably not until we get some more. Obviously we're in the produce section. Yeah, it's not worth anything. We'll literally get $1,000 for it. The canola, also not worth much. We would only get about 10k for that, so not worth investing in. Now, if we did buy the canola oil, we could sell the canola oil for nearly triple the price. So it is definitely worth investing in the production. So let's do it. Let's get an oil mill. I think we'll get an oil mill and maybe even a dairy. Although I'm not sure on the dairy, but we could. I mean, let's just compare the price, right? Excuse the autosave, and hopefully my tractor doesn't crash here. No, that's fine. We'll just stop in the middle of the road. So goat milk is worth, on its own, 5k. So we could sell that for, yeah, 5k. If we bottled it, it's worth less, but I'm assuming we could make more. I don't know what the recipe would be, but I'm assuming we could make more goat milk per litre. Or we could make goat cheese as well. But it's good on its own, but I reckon we could make more of it if we got the dairy. So maybe we spend 70k here. Maybe we spend 70k. We repay a little bit of the loan, and we start trying to get some money from our dairy and from our oil. I think that's the way to go. That was quite an adventure. I can't believe I tipped over the trailer. So frustrating, but we have got something to work with. So let's get this guy through here. I'm just going to take the bigger, I don't know if this is the bigger one, but it just made sense, and I will ignore the owners of the field because end of the day it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to take the shortest way there, but I will set the oil mill up over here, I think, although I would like this to be the sort of warehouse area, but yeah, I think for now. Oh, is it worth it? Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we set it up down the other end. Let's see. Here. Yeah, I think we set it up over here. It probably makes more sense to have it here as well. So let's go. Control P. We want to go to factories and not selling points, but production points. Oh no, I guess it is factories, isn't it? Scroll down here. We want an oil mill, and that's tiny. We probably could set this up at the other area too. We definitely could. I don't think this would make any difference at all if we set it up over here. And I'd like to paint all this as well so that it's nice and even. But that's going to be warehouse space in the future, so I don't know. Maybe over here, but it overlaps a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can we squeeze it in somewhere? We could squeeze it in here, but why bother? Alright, it is better down here in the yard. We do want to have all of our sort of productions in one central area, so that's fine. I guess we could have it over here, close to the edge. Why not? It's not like it's going to get in the way. So we dump at the front and we pick up from the side, right? So maybe we go right over here. I feel like this will ruin the it'll ruin the front oil. We could have it here, or actually, why not right here, right at the edge? This could work because we could, yeah, dump it from the front and pick up from the side. Does that leave us enough room to work with? I don't think so. Over here, maybe. Yeah, this one seems more viable. Right. Here we go. We'll put it over here on the plated area. Free mode, please. That seems fine to me. Let's chuck it in there. Awesome. So we got ourselves an oil mill, and let's get ourselves a dairy as well. Oh, this dairy comes with lights. Awesome. Alright, where do we put this? This is still only 36k as well. That's crazy. So I wouldn't mind having this like over here somewhere. Maybe in here, but I'd have to move the... Oh, here would make sense actually, up against the side. Alright, so let's move those things. I need a tractor to do that. Then you get a tractor down here. We'll move, we'll move the little forklift things, the front loader tools out of the way. And then I think we'll put the dairy down as well. And we'll come back with the Challenger. We'll get the Challenger. We'll also need to bring the canola down from the silo. So once we get the canola, we can start producing some oil as well. And I reckon we put that goat milk straight into my tractor. I just realized this tractor needs some fuel. So, right, I'll get the other, oh no, but I need this one for the front loader. I was going to say I'll get the other tractor, but I need this one for the front loader. So stay with me. I'll go and move those things, and I'll come back when this is filled with diesel. Alright, here we are. We're back. I've moved all that stuff, and we're going to put the dairy in. Now, we'll have to free mode it because it doesn't like being so close. But where does the stuff spawn? I'm assuming it's at the front, right? It doesn't look like it's on the side. This says it overlaps with another object, but I can't... What object? What are you overlapping with? Yeah, I think it's just the front. It looks like just the front, so let's free mode this, and if it doesn't work, I can always just delete it. Can I get this as close to the side as possible? Yes, let's line it up with the tile at the back. Something like this, maybe? Yep. Alright, hang on. Yeah, go on. Excuse the goat noises. I want to get this perfect. It's not really going to be perfect. I want to line it up with that tile plate, but the ground's a bit uneven, it looks like. Whatever, this will do. Boom. Let's see what mess we got up to. Now, that looks good. Oh, it is on the side. No, that shouldn't be. That should be here. That's okay. I think that's fine. It's nice and close. There is a little bit of concrete overlapping into the grass area for the goats, but they look fine. They look happy. Alright, let me get... I do actually need the pallet fork here. So let's get the pallet fork. And let's get some goat milk into our dairy. First, I guess we should configure it. Yep, dairy. We want... Oh. Goat milk. Buffalo milk. Alright, so goat milk. The recipe is 10 goat milk make 20 goat milk oil. So that's why the price is lower. I thought it didn't make sense to have a lower price, but you can double the amount. So that's pretty good. Goat cheese. I guess we should investigate which goat product sells the most. So that's double. So 20. That's fine. Goat cheese is the other one. And goat cheese, the recipe for goat cheese is... also double, so it doesn't really matter which one we do. I guess the other thing to consider is maybe the time of year. So goat milk sells best in January. Goat cheese also sells best in January, but goat milk kind of has a second selling time, or they both do really, in September as well. So yeah, a bit funky. I guess we can do, well, we could do both, but there's no real need. Maybe we just do the milk first, although I personally wouldn't buy goat milk, so actually that decides it. Let's do goat milk is high. Goat milk is high. The bottled one is high. That reaches 4,000. The cheese only reaches 3.5. So that does it for me. So let's turn on. You can make chocolate. That's awesome. Let's turn this on. Activate. Output storing. Yep, that's fine. And let's add some goat milk into it, and then we'll go and add the canola, and we will call it a day for this episode. It's been a long, a lot of me yapping, so I apologize for that. But it's all done in the best interest of the series, I promise. Let's see if I can pick this up. It's not going a very long way, so there we go. Pick it up. 1,000 liters of goat milk. Let's add that to the production right away. Done. And then we have about 500 litres more to add as well. Thank you, young goats. We haven't had you for very long, but we are already working on making our profit back off of you. Thank you very much for your kindness. And we have looked after you. You've had a good life in that little pen. Alright. 437 litres. Not quite 500, but still worth putting in anyway. So we'll do it. And then let's check back in on that. Put that in there. And actually, we go back to the tractor. We can probably do it with a John Deere anyway. Let's see. This thing is running at 96. Yeah, that's fine. And it's currently got about half of the production of goat milk, so that's fine. We can do a lot more of regular milk, so we probably should look to do maybe regular milk is the best. But yeah, we'll make some bottled goat milk. So that should get us 2,800 litres, which is, I don't know how long it will take to process, but 2,800 is nearly 3,000 litres, and that should sell for 12k. So we've basically turned 7k, and we've just added some profit margins on top of it, which I think in the long run will work out. So especially having it so close to the actual goat pen is probably a good idea. And then when we eventually get the cows, that'll be a good step in the right direction too. And the cows very well might be the next addition, because I think it would that area there reserved for cows. We may as well get the cows in, and then I think eventually we'll have to buy this other field. But we've done well to already turn. Remember, this field was a forest, like it was literally trees everywhere, and we've got a canola field out of it, and we survived the tornado, and now it's basically our main base of operations. Let's be real, it is our main base of operations. So I'm going to have some of the greenhouse produce up at the other end, and then we're going to turn all of those fields. I think the plan for this year is going to be, and I'll just show you guys on the map so you can see. The plan is probably going to be to buy all of these fields, which seems like a lot, but I think we could very easily do it. And then probably look to start getting some vegetables and some other cereal crops involved. Like I wouldn't mind having one each of all the cereals, and then we could potentially start looking at getting a grain mill and stuff like that. But for now, we will maximize the things that we need in the oil mill. So while I put this on auto cruise control, let's head over to the oil mill and see. We want canola oil, olive oil, rice oil, and sunflower oil. So maybe we plant some sunflowers as well, because then we could do sunflowers and corn. That involves obviously buying a separate header, but I'd be happy to do that if it meant that we could have access to a bunch of new contracts as well. So always happy to see what we can do. And we just started early, basically. This is already the plan, but it gives us a little bit of time to put everything in motion. So 9,000 litres of canola is a lot. Brilliant. We will take that, sir. And then we'll head over to the... Actually, what is the storage for canola? 9,600. That's crazy. It's basically meant to be. All of these... Why is this not moving? It was in a divot or something. Yeah, it was stuck in that little ditch in the ground. A bit of uneven ground, but that's fine. It's basically meant to be. We nearly have the exact amount of capacity that the grain mill or oil mill will have. I'm going to get that confused so many times, but at least we're producing stuff. You know, we've gone from just having the one sawmill in the greenhouses to now we've got 5 productions on the go, and we're looking to probably revamp the greenhouses as part of this year's plan as well. So we're going good. We're going good. What's the 20 canola makes 10 canola oil. So we also double the oh no, it's half, isn't it? It's not double. Damn. The goat milk. Let me just check the goat milk. The goat milk is definitely doubled. Yeah, because it's the same for the buffalo milk, and I'm assuming the regular milk. So this one is halved. So 20 canola makes 10 canola oil. So we're going to make $4,500 of canola oil, which sells at its best price in November. And it'll be another probably 12k with what we have already. So that's decent. And I don't know how many iterations... I could probably work it out, but I'm not going to do that on camera just because it'll be a bit boring. But I don't know how many iterations of full capacity we could get through for the year. But that's probably what we'd have to start calculating before we then maybe upsize this oil mill. But we've just got it. Why are we talking about that? Okay. Let's go drop this off. This will be... I think this will be quite tight to navigate in here. Let me see. Can I use my Euro Truck Simulator skills? to get this right in the corner. Nope, I can't. I failed. Come on. Let me dump it. Nope. Oh, wait. That's not the dumping point. The middle is the dumping point. Okay, fine. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Still no. Come on, game. You've got this. Let me do it. I don't know how much closer I can get it. There you go. Dump canola. Thank you. We'll put it all in there. Just dump it straight onto the concrete. But, I don't know if you guys hear that. It is working. No active productions. Maybe it's not working. Maybe it's the dairy that I heard. Oil mill. Canola oil. Activate. There we go. Nice. 48 cycles per month. Okay, cool. So we could work out the capacity. I guess I'll probably figure that out off camera, but not something that we need to worry about. I can sort of get a better idea just by playing the game. You know, if we get 3 months down the line and we've still got heaps of canola, then I'll know that it will probably take 2 full things per year, or 3, or whatever it is. So, oops, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, windrower. Let's put this trailer in here. Done. All right. We are going to end it there. I know it's been a bit of a weird episode. We took a long time to load all those goods onto the trailer, but there's nothing much to do in January, so I'll probably skip through the time a little bit, and I'll try and make some contract money. Now, I will, just quickly before we go, let's pay off some of this loan. And we have 36k, so we can probably afford to pay 30k of it. So we have $70,000 loan to pay off, so the aim is to be, well, back to net zero. We want to 65,000 is crazy. We want to be back to zero, so I want to make 70k in hopefully by the time March or April comes around, whenever the first real sort of active month is. Yeah, March or April, I think, are the 2 ones. So that's the aim. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could please leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe for more videos on the road to 100 million. We're up to 5 productions now, so we're going to have a much higher money making capacity. But that's all for today. Bye for now. I'll catch you next time.